means of defense. With little ceremony, the methodical feeding begins. Because they're such successful hunters, scorpions rarely need to practice their art. In any given habitat, only a tiny fraction of the scorpion population feeds on any one night. The remainder are hidden in their burrows, waiting to ambush or just digesting their latest conquest. Scorpions have survived longer than almost any other terrestrial species. What is it about this no-nonsense creature that gives it lasting power? Skillful hunting? Built-in weaponry? Or are these traits just the beginning? Scorpions are generally non-social, solitary animals. Most interaction only occurs when young, or when they hunt one another as prey. But once in a while, an instinct even greater than hunger overpowers the lives of these invertebrates. Reproduction. It begins with a chemical invitation sent by a female. A male's pectines, that organ unique to scorpions, sweep the ground intermittently, eventually picking up the scent of a female ripe for mating. This message triggers a complex encounter that's been a popular subject of study for biologists around the world. Unlikely lovers, scorpions are unique in their mating techniques. Courtship is a long drawn-out affair, a pas de deux that's full of ritual and sexual gymnastics. The details of this dance vary from species to species, but mating can last anywhere from 1 to 36 hours. This pair of slender brown scorpions demonstrate their variation of the ancient dance. The male sometimes locks and massages the female's jaws with his own. It's a scorpion-style kiss and often serves to subdue the female's natural aggression. A sexual sting can occur in the throes of passion, the male puncturing the female with his tail. It's a dramatic but harmless gesture, and scientists still don't understand its purpose. During courtship, both male and female scorpions display a distinctive shaking motion called jittering. This is a sign that mating is in high gear. But there is nothing sentimental about it, for this dance is purely mechanical. The male deposits a bundle of sperm on the ground. The dance, little more than a drawn-out tug-of-war, is actually the male carefully drawing the female towards the bundle. This takes time, patience, and diplomacy. And for good reason. Up temperature. If it's very cold, the gestation period can double. If she's unable to find food during her pregnancy, she'll reabsorb the embryos to survive. A single pregnant female transported into an unfamiliar habitat can start a whole new colony. Many parts of the world are only home to certain species because of a pregnant scorpion accidentally stowed on a cargo ship. Babies arrive, setting the female could get the male eaten by his mate. Males are capable of mating more than once in a short period of time. They can produce new sperm bundles in less than a week and start the dance all over again with a different partner. A pregnant female will stay that way anywhere from 3 to 18 months, depending on food supply, and one by one, fully formed. After birth, they're immediately hoisted onto their mother's back. The number of offspring varies, but it can be anywhere from 1 to over 100. A female scorpion with a large litter can give birth continually for days. This is a scorpion's most vulnerable time. If it's separated from its mother at this very early stage, it will become dehydrated and die. Almost 30 babies are supported by this Centroides gracilis. They're sustained by a nutrition-filled liquid secreted from their mother's back. Compared to other arthropods, scorpions invest a remarkable amount of time and energy into their brood. This early period of hand-holding may give the animal the head start it needs to last in the wild. But the free ride lasts only until the first molt, usually within a week or two after birth. If they stay longer than this grace period, they risk being eaten by their own mother. Once the young are independent, they will molt periodically until they reach adulthood. They usually shed their skin 5 or 6 times before they reach maturity. But it's a long, treacherous road to adulthood. The hazards of adolescence come in all shapes and sizes. An assassin bug is a predator with the skill of a seasoned hitman. A young scorpion, new to the ways of the world, naively walks into the arms of this killer. With speed and precision, the assassin bug injects its victim with a lethal toxin that rapidly dissolves tissue. The Arizona bark scorpion, found in the southwestern United States, ventures into the desert night. Although it's relatively small, this species is highly toxic. The scorpion wanders at its peril. Its enemies include large spiders, bats, and lizards, all of which are plentiful in the desert environment. This young scorpion will learn that the great outdoors are full of surprises and sticky situations. A tangled spider's web draws the Arizona bark scorpion into its weave. A tugging from below alerts the web's mistress to the catch. This unlucky scorpion has found its way into the silky web of a black widow spider, the most venomous spider in North America. Her venom is 15 times more powerful than that of a prairie rattlesnake's. Within minutes, the scorpion is bound in the powerful webbing. Pulling free is more difficult than it looks. This happens to be one of the strongest spider silks in existence. Unlike other webs, the black widow's is notoriously erratic and tangled-looking, making it difficult to spot. This scorpion has wandered into a death trap. She uses her legs to skillfully knit the scorpion into submission. The oily tips of the black widow's feet keep her from getting caught up in her own web. The scorpion kicks the air in a futile attempt to escape. The spider doesn't miss a beat. Movements are stifled as the scorpion is bound on all sides. The spider works with deadly efficiency, suspending her catch in a silky cocoon. She carries her prey away from the ground, clear of other hungry predators. She injects venom and digestive juices into the scorpion. The toxin kills the prey and liquefies its flesh. This meal is prepped, wrapped, and standing by. Scorpions are a shining example of evolutionary success. What has allowed them to survive the test of time? A high rate of procreation? A protective mother? Or is the key to their survival something completely different? Dusk washes over the foothills of southeastern Arizona. For scorpions brave enough to look, a host of dangerous predators are on the prowl. Wild peccaries travel in small herds, constantly searching for something to satisfy their hunger. As the fierce desert sun fades away, peccaries kick into high gear.